Hey, what up everybody, I'm Cynical, and this is Dark Souls Remastered on PS4. And today, this is part 5 of our first playthrough on the channel. Not my first playthrough, but the first playthrough on the channel. And we are looking at our inventory, how exciting. But we're in the catacombs. We came down here to get the scythe. So we're going to be using the scythe. I had to level up dexterity 1 just to use it. You need 14 dexterity to use the great scythe with one hand at least. Sometimes you can use weapons in two hands, but usually that's a strength based thing and not dexterity, but I'm not 100% sure. But if you don't have enough strength to use certain weapons, you can put it in both hands and then you can use it. So look out for that. But I'm not 100% sure on dexterity, so I had to level up my dexterity 1 to use it. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use it right this second, but very shortly we're going to be using it for the rest of the playthrough. The reason I don't know if I'm going to be using it right now is because I'm not used to it yet. I'm down here in the middle of the catacombs. There's hallways, and it's a pretty big weapon. Like, you could hit the side of the wall and just get, you know, get pushed in. So I don't want to start with a new weapon right in the middle of a difficult situation without a divine weapon in the catacombs. So we'll see what happens, but I think I used the Drake sword like one more time for one more thing, and then we're gonna start using the scythe. So yeah, that's the whole reason we came down here was for the scythe and to see Patches, because there's an encounter with Patches that you don't normally get to see because the way the game is structured. He's down here, he's by this switch.
Well, that's strange.
We've already heard this before.
You know what it is? You've come for the trinkets, haven't you? Well, whatever it is, this place is...
But yeah, he's down here to stand by the switch and to make you fall into your death, because he'll push this switch if you say you're a cleric. That's what I figured out. If you say you're not a cleric, then he won't do it to you, and I figured that out right here, because I said I was not a cleric, and then he lets me run across. He doesn't push it. But I decided I'm going to try to go for PINWHEEL and get the Rite of Kindling since I'm already down here. I was really a 50-50 on that. I was going to head back out because it's so difficult right now without a divine weapon. If it was later on in the game and I was higher level and I was just crushing skeletons in one hit, then I would, you know, consider it. But I'd probably already have a divine weapon by then, and that's the main thing you need. But doing it now, I don't have a divine weapon, and I'm not super high level, killing them in one shot, which I could probably do with the Drake sword, but I'm trying to use this scythe as much as possible now, even as soon as I get it. But as you can see, it's not working out too great yet, because I don't have a lot of points in dexterity, and that's what you need. And we will definitely be coming back to the catacombs. I don't want to talk about that at the moment, but we will be coming back here because I missed a few things. What else? Oh, last time I showed you a way you can power level in the forest, which has been nerfed. So I don't know if it's definitely not as good as it used to be. But I almost die here. Ooh, got stuck, and I run. I'm trying to run, G. Get out of there. Drink some Estus. If you click it twice in quick succession, you can get 2 of them off. Like if you tap square twice, and you have to do it like deliberately, and it'll chug 2 of them in a row, which sometimes backfires when you only need 1 and you waste 1. But yeah, last time I showed you a way to power level in the forest, and we ran straight here, and we went after the scythe, and it was difficult, and we died, and we only died once, I think, but it was still hard. And we got it, though. We have it. So we're going to start building our Grim Reaper Pyromancer. And we got the main weapon. And we also get something else for it later. Well, we get access to something else for it later, which is good. This weapon wasn't as bad in close quarters as I thought it would be, because it goes straight down in front of you. You can still like catch the top of doorways or the side of doorways, or you know, in hallways. Sometimes it'll clank off the side of the wall, so you gotta watch out for that. Um, but yeah, right now we are just trying to get the heck... I decided, man, with these skeletons, I'm not going to find the pyromancers because they're like in little hidden areas once you get to a certain spot, and it's more difficult. So I'm just going to run by the skeletons when possible, and that's what I'm doing. Now we have a Black Knight. This one's one of the easier ones, though, because his weapon, I mean, he just nailed me there, but for some reason he's like really slow, and his weapon's like, I don't know, easy to predict. Even though he's crushing my face in right now, but just it never got super hard. Like I can roll away, heal up. Like with the greatsword one, it seems like he is less predictable. Like his swings, they may be just as slow, but the way they look, it's like hard to judge when he's gonna hit you, because they slide it against the ground and then the hitbox comes in. With this thing, it's like super easy to tell when he's gonna hit you, and it's really slow. It's like a huge wind up because he's using it in one hand. See, look at that, easy parries. Then like the Black Halberd one, you know, same thing. I hit him and then I parried him. I thought that was awesome. I was able to get a recovery hit on him and then parry. I was gonna try to do it again, but I missed. Getting this parry like it's nothing. It's because this weapon is just so slow and predictable. I feel bad for him at this point, so I decided to kill him without the right post. Like, feel sorry for you, bud. But that got us a white chunk, which will level up your divine further. If you decide to go the divine path, you can get it to like +5 with that or something or other. Maybe +4. Maybe it's +7, I can't remember. I think with divine weapons though, you only go to +5, but so that's probably +4 type thing. Right here we have these pinwheel skeletons, and if you are not careful, they will kill you in like 5 seconds. If you get more than one on you, you're screwed. If you get one on you and it stun locks the crap out of you, you're screwed. So you have to, if you can, kill some from up here. Like I'm doing. Or like, you gotta kinda like do the Ezekiel Elliott and then dodge back and forth. And they go in a straight line, so they're not super hard to dodge, but you gotta be aware that they're gonna come from behind, and then you gotta dodge off to the side like Ezekiel Elliott. And I'm trying to think of a more modern running back. I always use like old ones. It's easier to think of older ones. Emmitt Smith, Herschel Walker, Jamal Charles, no, and then newer ones. So I mean, it takes a while, and you got to get the right angle here, and you just got to have patience. That's what this game's about. A lot of people think it's hard because they don't have patience, and it's not. You're not wrong that it's hard. You're just making it harder by not having patience. So I just did a plunging attack trying to. So I got rid of 2 of them, and now I'm just gonna run for it. But you gotta dodge to the side. You gotta just anticipate them coming from the back and trying to push some brown, and dodge. Don't let them push the brown. Don't let them give you a skid mark. Don't let them put a poop streak in your underwear. Jeez, I'm hilarious, man. If people would just listen to the whole commentary, they would just crack up laughing. Alright, so here I'm like, man, I'm not going to try using this great scythe on this boss. That if I die to this boss, I'm going to be like the laughing stock of the world. And guess what? You guys might be laughing. You might be laughing. This is a post-commentary. And it's not an April Fool's joke. It's April 1st right now, that's why I said that. It's the morning of April 1st. You won't be getting no jokes from me, but we'll see if I die to Pinwheel or not. Maybe it's April Fool's joke. Ooh, yeah, the masks. I love the... which one do I like? The Mask of the Child, because it gives you stamina. Or no, the Mask of the Father gives you equip load. That's pretty good. The only one that's terrible is the Mask of the Mother. You just gotta find the right pinwheel and go to town. And I was an idiot here, trying to hit one of the decoys. And then I remembered what the fight was about, and I still tried to hit that decoy. Almost get him here. If I would have got him here, but I get nailed by 2 different fireballs and I almost die. Get the heal off. And now he's almost dead. I just gotta hit him one more time. Come on, dude. I see him. I know where he is. I hit him. He's dead. But then his decoys kill me. How do you like them apples? But it still counts. The doorway opens. I get the Rite of Kindling. It said that I killed him, so... I did die to him. Technically, I died to his decoys that lasted after he was dead. Technically, I did die to the pinwheel boss fight, but... he is dead too. It's not like I have to go back and fight him again. I killed him. The only reason I died was because I was doing the killing blow on him, which I think is acceptable. Maybe not a good thing, but it's acceptable. And for once, the background noise is a waterfall in the game instead of my PS4. But the only bad part is now I have to go all the way back down there to get my souls, because I had at least 20,000, I think, which is worth going after. Oop. Oh, well. The bridge is turned. But that helps me remember to put on my Ring of Sacrifice. Like I was saying, I think in the very first video, if you put on a Ring of Sacrifice when you're going for your stains with 0 souls, it seems like it's not something you would do. Why would you put a Ring of Sacrifice on when you have 0 souls? If you die, it's not like helping with anything, right? Actually it is. It's helping with your soul stain. So I'm protecting that soul stain by putting on that Ring of Sacrifice. A lot of people don't know that it works that way. I feel like I discovered that a long time ago. You're all gonna laugh at me and act like it's April Fool's joke, but back in the day, on the message boards, nobody knew this, and I was telling everybody about it. Just wear the Ring of Sacrifice while you're going after your soul stain, and you will not lose it. It's like I had it on by accident one time, and I died. Then I lost it, and I was like, whoa, this stain is still here? And then the next time I tried it, I was like, whoa, it does work. So, and then I was telling everybody about it. I was like, just wear a Ring of Sacrifice on your way to your corpse run, and then if you somehow die on your corpse run, you won't lose it. Your ring will break, and you'll just get another chance at it. But if you have multiple Rings of Sacrifice, you can just keep doing it till you get it. That was a pretty good plunge right there, thinking ahead. Now we gotta deal with these pinwheel skeletons again. See, we could die right here with these pinwheel skeletons and then lose our soul stain. That's why we got our Ring of Sacrifice on. Let's go ahead and kill that one. I almost got trapped in right there. It happened a few times. Luckily I got that Estus off before they exploded, just barely, or else I'd have been dead there too. So I almost died a couple times, so I'm glad I got that ring on. Do the Herschel Walker, Walter Payton, Jamal Charles, Ezekiel Elliott here. I haven't watched football in like 2 years. That's why it's Ezekiel Elliott. He might not even play anymore for all I know. I used to do fantasy football, and then like a certain situation where I quit playing, which I'm much happier now. There we go, 24,000. That's worth going for in my opinion, especially this early in the game when that's like 4 levels probably. Don't want to just leave that down here. We get to look at the good scenery with the hanging skeletons. Looks like he fried a bunch of people with his magic and hung them, strung them, McStrung them. get over here, go up this ladder. You don't really have to go over here because it's all blocked off anyway. There's no reason. I mean, you could get to the bonfire so you can maybe teleport here later if you want, but it's really dark. You would have had to have thought ahead, got some sorcery or something to light up your life, because I don't think you can get the lantern yet. I don't even remember when you get the lantern. I think it's in the Painted World or something, maybe somewhere like that, farther in the game. Which that's one of my favorite areas, the Painted World of Ariamis. That and what else did I say was my favorite? I didn't call the Catacombs my favorite, did I? Maybe I did. No, New Londo, yeah. Catacombs is up there, though. It does get frustrating, but it's pretty cool. You just think about all the areas in this game, they're all so awesome, I think. I like a lot of them. Duke's Archives. Anor Londo. The Catacombs. New Londo. Painted World. So many good areas in this game. Just Undead Burg itself, the first area. It's really nice. I forget what I did there, but that was obviously a little cut. I wasn't not trying to hide anything. I think I was just what I do sometimes is I will record a certain amount and I'll get to a good stopping point. And then I'll stop the video, and then I'll go see how long it's been, you know, instead of like keeping a timer for like, I don't know. It's been easier lately to do it that way, where I just check every once in a while how long I've been going by looking at the captured video, and instead of like setting a timer for 1 hour or whatever, because I can only record 1 hour worth of footage. I don't know why I can't do longer videos. Like, I could probably look into it and figure it out, but with my It's a thing with my editing software. It won't let me do more than an hour. So if I accidentally go over an hour, like, I know how to fix it now a little bit, but I used to not know how to fix it. So I'm pretty strict about not going over an hour. So I like to, you know, I'll cut every once in a while in like a good stopping point and just go see like, hey, it's been 18 minutes so far, so. And then I'll check again. Oh, okay, it's been 22 more minutes, so now I only have 20 minutes left. And then I'll just be thinking about that while I'm playing. So I only got 20 minutes left. I gotta check in like 10 minutes or so just to make sure I don't go over. This sucked. They got me, dude. They trapped me. Died again. Like, at this point, who cares? Because, you know, it's a video game. No one's trying to do a no-death run, and it was very close to a bonfire, so no big deal. Did I break my Ring of Sacrifice, though? I think I took it off, right? Yeah, I had to have. I would not be running around without the Havel's ring on. You can definitely feel a difference. I like that. I like that you can feel a difference. But let's talk about the Rite of Kindling, the whole thing we just got from PINWHEEL, since I didn't do the description yet. The Rite of Kindling lets you kindle bonfires, which means they give you more Estus flasks. So like, I have 10 now. If a bonfire would normally give me 5 and you kindle it, you can get 10. But that's just regular stuff. If you go and you get the Rite of Kindling, then you can kindle bonfires to 15 and 20. So you can kindle all the way up to 20 every bonfire in the game. Now you want to like do it strategically. You don't want to go around just powering up every single bonfire to 20, because you'll run out of humanity, you know, at some point. If I started doing it right now and just started powering up every bonfire from here on out, like, I would have already powered up that other one. I would have already powered up like 2 of them, so I would have already used like 4 humanity. I only got like 9 humanity right now. I would have already used half my humanity. Then I would come to another one eventually and use 2 more, and then I'd come to another one, use 2 more, 3 more, 4 more, you know? There's a lot of bonfires, and you want to make sure you do the kindling on bonfires you're going to visit more than once. So what you do is you make sure you have humanity in your counter over there by your health bar and your stamina. So we have one right now, but since we're undead, we're gonna probably restore our humanity first. So you need them for that as well.
What now? I'm not up.
The only bad thing about doing pinwheel so early, it sucks. It's like either way you're gonna miss a dialogue. The only way you can not miss a dialogue is if you go in, talk to Patches, and then leave, come back out, and then like let the game go on without going any further. I've never got like every dialogue in a playthrough, I don't think, because now it's all screwed up. Now I didn't know it was going to be when I did that, when I killed Pinwheel, but I guess that's what Rhea's going for. The you know how there's Petrus and the queen, the princess, and the 2 guards? That's what they were going for, is the Rite of Kindling. So I already got it. So now they don't even show up in Firelink Shrine. And then Petrus just starts talking about them like I know who he's talking about. Like it skips a whole bunch of dialogue, and it moves her and her 2 bodyguards all the way down to where Patches pushes them in. So I don't know. I think you have to go talk to Patches in the catacombs, and I guess they think you're gonna come back out and go do other stuff first. I don't know. Because if you do anything else first, then Patches isn't there. So I don't know. Somebody, I think Trapped, put in a progression guide for me, which I don't need, but it could help with stuff like that, like getting all the dialogues. It's probably, I'm guessing it's pretty hard to get every single dialogue and every single interaction with every single NPC in one playthrough. I'm sure it's possible, but it's pretty difficult. Like, just as you've already seen, you can't get Patches and Rhea. I think that's her name, by the way, the princess that comes with the 2 guards with Petrus and all that. Then Petrus runs away like a brave boy. He runs away like a brave boy back to Firelink Shrine for whatever reason, to stand there and be bored. Ooh, that was nice, that running attack. This thing is sweet. It's like making, I like the blood splattering all over the place. I don't know why the Drake Sword wasn't doing that. I think because it was an elemental weapon, so it was more focused on doing elemental effects. But I like how the scythe does blood, spurts of blood. You like do a running R1 and then they squirt blood out of their neck and fall over. It's pretty sweet. But right now we're not redoing this area. We're just heading to the lower Undead Burg. So I'm just gonna go this way. I mean, you can go several different ways. I'm just heading back to this bonfire, and then I'll climb the ladder, and then we'll be right there where we need to be. Still getting used to this scythe. I like it so far, though. I've never used it extensively, so I'm glad that I decided to use it. And I can't wait till it's on fire, which I can do next time. I can do that. We'll have an on fire scythe next time. Though I am mostly working on the dexterity and scaling of it, so I'm not that worried about it being on fire. But you can use pine resin, so you don't need to do it yourself with magic. So we'll use pine resin for like half the playthrough. Then we'll try to get the spell, where you can you know, put it on fire yourself. That way we don't have to rely on pine resin, even though I think the fire pine resin's pretty cheap. One of the cheaper ones. It's probably the cheapest, other than maybe poison. I did not think this dragon was coming back. I guess he isn't dead, so why would he not come and try to kill me for shooting his tail off? I didn't even cut your tail off, I shot it off. You just let me shoot it over and over and over. It's your own fault, dude. Let's talk to him.
Oh, hello there.
Nothing. We already used him to fight the gargoyles, so I was hoping he would move somewhere else, actually. But nope, not yet. Am I human, by the way? Yeah, I'm human. Okay. If you just hold in, I think circle, it'll let you slide down this, so you don't have to, like, watch yourself walk down it slowly. Heal up. We got 20 Estus flasks now, as I was saying about kindling bonfires. You gotta do it strategically, so you want to kindle up bonfires that you're gonna visit more than once. Look at that doorway. Doorway wins. Doorway got me there, so I just ran away. I just wanted to open that door, so we'll get them in a second. But yeah, kindle bonfires that you're gonna use like 3, 4, 5, 10 times. Don't do one that you only use once or twice. Here comes the puppers. I just kicked them in the face and stabbed them with the scythe. This thing is crushing in one hit right now. It's pretty sweet. Reason being, because I put points into decks. That's what I used my pinwheel souls for. But back to the old catacomb conversation. Pinwheel seems like a really easy boss, so it seems like you should be able to... You should kill him pretty early in the game. But then you need divine weapons to go down there, and it's pretty hard. Like, the area is harder than the boss. And you gotta get the divine weapons by going into, like, the forest.
Somebody. Please let me out of here. Somebody, anybody, help me. Unlock the door. Damn, I'm finished. How did this ever happen?
Yeah, that sounds way better with it up to 10. Residence key. To save Griggs. I called him Vinheim.
Brilliant. You opened the door for me. Thank you. I'm saved. I thought I might never escape. I am Griggs of Vinheim, a sorcerer of the school. I am much obliged for your assistance. Thanks to you, I may now resume my travels.
I hate how you have to, like, face them a certain way.
I'm fine. I will rest a while, then return to Firelink Shrine. I have my sorcery, and I will be more cautious next time. Besides, I have an important task at hand.
To hear them good.
Oh, hello. I'm fine. I have my Besides,
So now he'll move to Firelink Shrine pretty much as soon as you load the game in any way. Or leave the area. You'd have to go like all the way to the probably either back to upper Undead Burg or the like the waterway area. These guys can kill you. They don't look like they can, but with the fire they can stun lock, and then another one will stun lock, and then another one. So if you get like more than one on you and they're burning you like this, that can definitely kill you early in the game. They'll light you on fire, and then another one will run at you and light you on fire, and then another one will run at you and light you on fire, and all of a sudden you're almost dead, and then one like just does the finger poke of doom and you're dead. I'm just gonna try to kill them all in one swipe. Ooh, I got 2 of them. Gotta use your weapon strategically. Twin Humanities, that gives you 2 on your bar, on your counter. Which is nice. I think I have 2 of those now, maybe. But yeah, don't forget to get Griggs, because he's a whole nother storyline with Big Hat Logan, and he's the apprentice. If you do a jumping attack right here, you can hit these guys before they come out, but I think they nerfed it because I couldn't kill them before they came out. So you won't let me hit them now. They like back up or something. I don't know if I knocked them backwards, or my weapon's not long enough, or like they nerfed it. I'm pretty sure they nerfed it because I've used bigger, heavier weapons before and got it done. Bigger, heavier, shorter weapons and killed them. But I guess they nerfed it. But while they're trying to heal, I'll just finish them off. I think they both healed. And these guys are pretty dangerous early in the game. If you're not putting your stats into the right things, they can kill you. with a nice parry or backstab, because they can do that. So gotta watch out. And there's stuff in these rooms, so don't forget to go check. They're small rooms, but they tuck stuff into the corners. And the mail breaker, not so good. It'd be cool to do a mail breaker run though. I've always wanted to do that, because it's like the worst weapon in the game, I'd say. I think people have agreed before. I've heard that mentioned before. I guess mail breaker is one of the worst weapons in the game. It's like a really short, crappy dagger that doesn't, like, you just have to backstab and that's it, which is fine. But if you're fighting a boss or something, you better use some magic or bow and arrow or something else, because you're gonna have to get really close and you can't do any critical hits unless you're on the last boss. But he almost got behind me. Swipe, swipe, swipe. It's not working because they're blocking. And they got the awesome target shield, which gives you extra parry frames. So if you stink at parrying and you want to parry, just pick up the target shield. It literally is just the parry shield. Like, you can totally miss a parry and it'll still give it to you. If you're like somebody younger than you's watching you play, and they love to do parry and riposte, which I've had happen to me before, and they're like, just like parry, 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 parry. Like, you play the game, here's a target shield, now you parry, 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 parry. Now it's easy. Just give them a target shield and show them how to parry, and they could probably hit one. It's that easy. That's how easy a target shield is to parry. It gives you, like, you know how there's like a probably less than a second window to parry correctly? It gives you like 3 seconds with that thing. It's crazy. You could totally whiff and parry way early and it'll still catch it. You could totally parry late as heck and it'll still get it. It gives you such a long window. At least it used to. I've seen 2 things already in this game that have been changed, so I don't know. There could be more things. I need to look that up. I need to look up what they changed in this game. For some reason I wasn't feeling the chest piece. It looked like an old grandma shawl. That looks a little better. That actually looks pretty cool, but I still wasn't feeling it. Go back to the hard leather armor. I don't know why I didn't like the black one. I just feel like the black neck thing was blending in with the chest, and it looked more like a old lady scarf or something. I didn't want that. This is cool. Check out how good this weapon is. Oh, can't even see me. Oh, now you're dead before you can even see me, pretty much. Parry. Ooh, and the parries look so awesome with this thing too. The riposte. I'm never confident when I say riposte, just for the record. Can't go in there yet. You saw me skip a fog doorway earlier. That's a boss room. I want to go and I want to go hit a bonfire, refill my Estus, maybe get some stuff from the vendor before I fight this boss, the CAPRA demon. So that's why I skipped that fog doorway, because I know what's in there. If you're playing the game for the first time, you might not know what's in there, and you'd probably get wrecked, because that boss can cause problems. It's not hard, but it can cause problems.
You still have your senses about you. Then why won't you buy some of my moss? I need your souls.
There's another change. She's easier to see.
This is a wonderful place, don't you think? We have water, moss, moisture, these nice iron bars. I like it here, I really do. Nothing good ever happened to me in life, but now that I'm undead, I've never been happier. You've come to this land at a bad time. There are nothing but hollows in these parts. Save for me, of course. You're undead too, aren't you? You be careful then. Go down along the side to reach the depths of the Undead Burg. Only untamed crooks and liars to be found there. Hardly a place for a lady like myself. But who knows? Maybe you'd fit right in.
I'm not bored, it's just early. Definitely not bored.
There are nothing but hollows. You're undead.
This vendor's awesome. Because she gives you poison and dung. She gives you poop and poison and charcoal pine resin, humanity, homeward bones, poison arrows. This merchant is worth visiting before you fight the boss, I think. Why am I gonna buy dung pies? What am I doing? Turns the enemy toxic, but also affects player. And I forgot something. If you're gonna do this, if you know what I'm doing, then you know what I'm doing. If you don't, make sure you buy blooming purple moss clump, at least one, please, because I forgot. I'm gonna buy some poison arrows, some poopy, and then some other arrows, just to use up all my souls in case I die, which I don't think it's very likely, because I'm gonna cheese the heck out of the next boss.
You've come to the depths.
It ain't cheesing if you admit it. I just think I like it. It's neat. It's neat. It's neat how you can kill a boss before the boss fight even activates. So if you want to see that, stay tuned. I'm gonna kill the CAPRA demon without even activating the boss fight or the boss life bar or the two dogs that are in the room with them. The fog wall's still gonna be there. I'm not even gonna enter the boss arena, and he's gonna die. And it's gonna count. And I'm gonna get my reward. I'm gonna get my souls. Like, there's no penalty for doing it, so might as well. The only penalty is that you have to buy a purple moss clump, which I didn't buy, but I still survived without it, so you don't have to. Nice, awesome backstab with a scythe. Just goes way through them. And how would a scythe like that go through them like that? I don't know, but it's still cool. Still looks cool either way. It's just satisfying to just check this out. Watch these skills. I'm about to Tony Hawk Pro Skater this guy. Boom! Check it out. You'll see, I'm decent. I'm just rusty. I'm decent. I'm just rusty. There's another parry. I'm not the parry god or anything, but I can get some. I'm not LobosJr, but I can complete some challenge runs on a hard game. Here's Griggs.
Oh, hello. I regret meeting you under such compromising circumstances. At least we both made it back unscathed.
For some reason he won't give me sell to me yet.
Terrific to see us both in one piece, and pray that you never go hollow. Oh, hello. Terrific to see us both in one piece, and pray...
I think you might have to put a point in intelligence, maybe, to get him to sell to you. That or Big Hat Logan has to be here. Just for him to start selling to you, you know? Then it's like whatever from now on, but there's a certain thing you have to do. And it's either... you have to have a certain amount of intelligence, which I have, how much? 9. You might have to have at least 10 or 12 or 16 or something. For him to sell to you, he just thinks you're a dummy that... What if I wanted, like, his clothes? I don't know. He doesn't want to sell you his clothes. He doesn't want you to look like a sorcerer.
How did that nutty sorcerer make it back? Unexpected. But I suppose stranger things have happened.
I want to do a sorcerer run one day. I've never done that.
I'm not...
I've started them before, but it was always without intention of finishing.
Oh, hello. Terrific to see you, and pray...
Thought maybe if I hit the bonfire, he would talk to me, but nope. Now watch this part. This is strange.
Oh, miracles?
No, it doesn't happen yet.
I'm afraid that may be...
So you have to go... So once you kill CAPRA Demon, they leave for the catacombs. But they aren't even here yet. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand how you're supposed to get all that in. I guess they're not gonna. They might be here. They might have come. I don't know. They might be here right now if I hadn't cleared the catacombs. Which I didn't really clear it. I just killed the boss. I don't know. But that's probably the trigger. If you open up the Tomb of the Giants, then they're going to go there. So why would they not? Be cool if you could just see them real quick before they go. This thing is just sweet. I'm loving it. I'm loving this site. Except for that. And that. That's the only part I don't like. I don't really know. It doesn't like... It's never... You can't tell when it's gonna do it, really. Like, you can tell sometimes when it's gonna do it. And then other times, like, I swung 3 times. Pretty much the same spot there, and it bounced off the wall twice, and then the 3rd time it did not. Like, why? I just backed up a little bit. I'm sure the ceiling is the same height. Put on some poopy pies. So we're gonna throw poopy at the boss. I don't know why I'm showing so much cheese and power leveling in this playthrough. Just because I can and I know how to do it, I guess. And I'm just trying to beat the game at this point. I really just want to see the DLC. I've beat the game like a billion times. Like with Bloodborne and stuff, I was like, oh, this is my 3rd playthrough. I've only beat the game twice. Look at that, parried me, but only takes that much health. Because I'm so beefy. I'm a beefy boy. And you miss. Like, it's hard if you're not targeted. You can miss with this thing, so it's not perfect. It's pretty long, too. And you hold it kind of weird, like a Grim Reaper holds it differently. But probably the 2-handed is the... There's a target shield, though. I think we already got one from the loot earlier in that room. You gotta watch out for these dogs if you die on the CAPRA demon and you come back. 'Cause they just surprise you. You're getting mad, you're trying to beat this CAPRA demon, you're like, man, this is difficult. And then you're running back and you're pissed off while you're trying to run back and fight him again, and then the dogs kill you. They jump you on the stairs. Don't go too far that way, by the way. Or else you'll have to fight those assassins again. Just equip your poopy. This is how you can beat the boss. I know it can get difficult. There's 2 dogs in there. CAPRA demon. There's 3 on 1 in a small space. So what you do is you just chuck poopy over the wall. Just chuck some poopy over the wall. And you gotta get the right angle. And just make sure you get the right angle. You'll know it when you get it. So you might want to buy like 30 poopies. Just aim the camera up there at the sky, and make sure it's going over the wall, because it'll hit the wall. See right there, I missed. I hit the wall. And you're gonna get toxic from this. You're gonna get toxic. So either buy the purple moss clump, or like with me, I have so much health and I have 20 Estus flasks that it just doesn't matter. And there you go. Once you see the health bar, you're good. You can just take a nap. He's dead. He can't cure his toxicity. He has no way to cure it. He's just standing there waiting to be activated. So he doesn't even know that he's about to die. And I would just buy a purple moss clump. Don't do what I did. I have to use Estus. And then a bone. The only bad part is waiting. So I tried to throw some fire bombs at him. Which I hit the dog. That's pretty good. So I'm trying to hit the other dog, but I think he's like in a hallway. So I don't think you can hit the other dog. But I waste quite a bit of fire bombs just out of boredom. I mean, you could go backwards and kill some stuff while you do this. I mean, that's probably what I should have done, since we're watching a... This is for YouTube, but, like... I know this isn't very exciting. But hey, it's a way you can cheese. Maybe I'll just say all the ways you can cheese the game at this point. There's the Hellkite... Drake Bridge soul farming thing. Power level. That you can get like 5 levels off of. There's the forest. You can go and do the edge of the cliff, forest guardian, power level soul farming thing. What else? What other cheese? The Drake sword. Shoot off the Drake's tail. Get a really powerful weapon early. And this, throwing Poopy at the Capra demon over the wall before he even activates, so there's no chance of him killing you. Because this is a difficult fight. If you haven't been leveling right, if you have a weak weapon and you haven't been leveling right, and you're just somehow made it to this boss, he will destroy you. And it's not just him. It's that there's 2 dogs biting your butt cheeks while you're trying to fight a kind of, you know, like a competent boss. I wouldn't call him a hard boss. If you're one-on-one with him, he's not super hard. But if you got 2 dogs biting you while you're trying to fight him, it's pretty hard. There we go, victory achieved. I have no shame in my game. Will we do that next time we play this game? No, we won't. I would definitely fight him the next time we play. I don't know how long it's been since I've fought him. I just think that's funny. You can throw poop over the wall. This secret rite allows bonfires to be bolstered further with kindling so that even more Estus can be collected. Kindling was a secret rite passed down among clerics, but all undead can imitate the process in the same manner that they restore their hollowing with humanity. How peculiar that humans had found little use for humanity until they turned undead. I forgot to read the Rite of Kindling, but I was explaining it anyway earlier. That's why I was explaining it. Forgot to read it. So let's see what else we forgot to read. This secret rite allows bonfires to be bolstered further with kindling, so that even more Estus can be collected. Kindling was a sacred rite passed down among clerics. Master Key, I think we read that. Crest of Artorias. This crest opens a door in the Darkroot Garden, sealed by ancient magic. The door leads to the grave of Sir Artorias, the Abyss Walker. Many adventurers have left for the grave, but none have returned, for they make easy prey for local bandits. I didn't want to read it fast. I wanted to read it in a cool voice, which now sounds like I'm going to have for the rest of the time because I did that. Key to the depths. Key opening the door from the lower Undead Burg to the depths. Those banished from the Undead Burg eke out their existence in the depths, a damp lair with no trace of sunlight. Nearly, I can do that voice if anybody wants to hire me and pay me a bunch of money. I can do this voice too. I think this voice is good too. This is just my normal voice though. Just my normal voice. My mom used to do voiceovers on the radio. No cap. No April Fools, no cap. Alright, so we're toxic, like Britney Spears. And, but we got 12 Estus. We got Homeward Bones when I remember that we have them. And it's weird, as soon as I use the Homeward Bone, like, the toxicity goes away. I don't even want to hum that stuff. I should, though. It'd be funny. You think they would, like, flag it if I hummed that song? That's funny. Probably would. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Alright, that's as much as I'm worth that I want to risk. I don't even know the words anyway. I know like a couple words here and there because I hear it on the radio all the time, like a long time ago. Like at work or something.
What? I'm not.
Because I would never choose to put that on. I talk about Britney Spears a lot, but that's just as
hello.
joke.
Terrific to see you,
jokes.
and pray.
Britney Spears, who else? Beyonce.
Me? I've become separated from my lady. I've scoured near and far, but no sight of her. Where could she have gone? My lady, to think I swore to protect you with my life.
Bro, I don't even know who you're talking about.
Your Highness, where have you gone? I am entirely to blame for this. Oh, woe is me. I am unworthy, deathly so.
This was disappointing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes I lose myself. Pay me no mind.
Because I like this storyline. And I gave it all up just to talk to Patches. He's always tricking you. He's always tricking you into screwing yourself. Patches tricked me into losing a whole bunch of dialogue and storyline. What a jerk. There was not a cut there. Don't. Your eyes deceived you. I wasn't checking my time. Especially as it gets towards the end, I gotta check a little more. Because I don't... If I go over, then I gotta like either cut something or speed something up. Which is fine. It used to panic me. Because I didn't know how to even split a clip. Or trim a clip. Like I knew how to trim, but it was like frustrating. Now it's not as bad. Like I did a little bit on this. I trimmed, like I forgot to not record like the very beginning where I'm loading up the game and like the menu and the title screen and all that. So I had to trim that off. And I just split and deleted instead of trimming, which is way easier. So I've learned a little bit. I'm still terrible at editing. I know. Don't even have to tell me. Still terrible at it, and I don't even do it, really. But I do know how to do a couple things that would have, like, destroyed my video before. And now just helps and makes them better. Slightly. So I'm going to use up all my hard souls and just buy a bunch of, I think poison arrows here. Maybe a little bit of moss. Maybe that humanity she has. Maybe some homeward bones, because I noticed I was low. Eventually homeward bones are just obsolete once you get the power to teleport between bonfires. Like,
Oh, there you are. I have moss. Now dish up some souls.
Bee hee hee.
You come to the
Well, that's pretty much, that was a good stopping point after we killed CAPRA Demon, but I just had more time. And I know it's hard to watch a whole hour-long playthrough. I'm sorry about that. It's hard to commentate an hour-long playthrough, so I feel ya. But, I'm trying to get this done in a timely manner. So the way I can do that is by playing a whole hour at a time, multiple times a week. The Bloodborne just rubbed me the wrong way. It went on for like a year because I only did like one 30 to 45 minute playthrough or part like every month, and it took so long. There's no reason other than it was weird for the channel. Like, maybe I'll get more viewers if I keep the parts coming. I know the way I should do it is do like 30 minutes or 20 minutes or 15 or 10 or whatever. shorter increments and do them like
You've come to the
2 times a week or something, but
much obliged. I think
I don't know, maybe one day. Right now they don't get enough views either way, so I just want to get it completed. They get more than they get more than Bloodborne, and they get more than Dark Souls 2. They probably get the most out of any... Like, Dark Souls 2 was its own thing, though. Like, it was one of the first games I played on the channel. We did live streams, so it got some weirdly good views at some points, and then, like, none at other points, and... But, Bloodborne was really disappointing. It was, like, hovering around 30 to 50 views. And then, you know, it would slowly get to 100 or 70 or whatever, like a little bit more respectable. But, I almost stopped right there, and I was like, man, I gotta take advantage of these, like, 3 minutes I got left. Make it a little bit further. But here's the depths. This is the next area we're gonna do. We're just gonna dip our toe in. And, hopefully kill the gaping dragon next time. And, what else is down here? Gaping dragon, there's a huge rat. There's a NPC. There's access to the blighted lands or whatever it's called. Not the blighted lands. I'm thinking about Gems of War. Blight Town. You can shoot some of these guys with the bow and arrow through the window. There's the butchers down here. Man, I could have used that for this playthrough, but I'm cool with the scythe. Scythe is awesome, so I don't care. But I could have used the butcher blade or whatever. The cleaver, the meat cleaver. The machete. That'd have been cool. Never done a playthrough with just that. But I'd have to get it from either these guys or Mildred or whatever her name is. And ooh, that's close. Ooh. If I had a better arrow, I'd probably kill him in one headshot. But I'm using crappy. He's still got an arrow in his head, that's funny. But yeah, if you're still here, I appreciate you. Especially if you watch this and Gems of War. I know that's a very, very select crowd. Very, very select crowd of like probably 10 of you, maybe, if I'm lucky. And I know if you're subscribed for Dark Souls and Bloodborne and From Software, that there's a whole lot of Gems of War on the channel lately, but I'm trying for you to do at least one a week of some sort of From Software, so I hope that's enough for you to stay subscribed if you're here just for this. Which I know, like, I have a couple from a long time ago, but I haven't heard from you guys in a while. Angel and Crimson, and there was a couple other. Sorry, I'm forgetting your names, but I haven't heard from you in a while, so it's not my fault. Because I did play Bloodborne, and I am playing this, and I never quit playing From Software games, so they may have been few and far between at a point, but if you stuck with me, you stuck with me. If you didn't, you see a lot of Gems of War now, but it's just because the channel, you know, I thought you could run across there. But yeah, like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. Put a comment, please, if you hear this. Please put a comment. I just want to talk to you guys. And I'll see y'all next time. Hope you enjoyed the playthrough so far. Peace.